it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. I need you to hurry up now, cause I can't wait much longer. I know I got to be.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast. John here, obviously, with my co-host, which is Miss Audrey. Audrey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? How are you?
It's going, you know. It's Tuesday, March 13th, I believe so. Hopefully I got that right. And yeah, as you guys can tell by the title of this podcast and the video on YouTube, obviously, we're going to be running down our most anticipated films of this year. I know we're like, you know, halfway through the year already, but we thought it would be cool kind of just to go over some movies. And to be honest, it was really interesting making this list because, like, I had no idea some of these films were coming out. And I know me and Audrey, I know me and you, Audrey, were talking about it before the podcast, how, like, last year we had no idea, like, something like Call Me By Your Name was going to come out. And that's obviously ended in, like, our favorites.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I think that's going to happen this year, too. Like, these movies, I think we did a video on it last year, too. Like, not all these movies are going to end up on our top 10 favorites of the year. You know, maybe some of them, but yeah, maybe not all of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I kind of want to go back now and watch the old video and see, like, out of the movies that I said, I want to know which ones I actually ended up liking. And I bet you I didn't even watch all of them. I have a feeling I didn't even watch all of the ones that I mentioned. So I'm kind of curious now to go back and look at that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, me too. I want to go back and be like, wow, I was, like, so wrong. Or, like, wow, you know what? I'm fucking smart, you know?
Yeah, like, I called that shit. Yeah, exactly. That's how I want to go. And I want to go back and look and see which ones weren't that great. Or which ones I didn't even see.
Yeah, me too. But before we get to the actual list, I just want to talk to Audrey a little bit. I know you're not having the best of days, you know?
No, it's been a crazy day. It's just been really busy. And on top of that, like, you know, those days where you just feel like, bleh, like, you just don't, like, you're over it, like, you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But you have so much to do. Yeah, but you know you have a lot to do, but you just can't find the energy or the will to do it. So I'm trying to push through it. I mean, the day is almost over, and hopefully tomorrow is a better day for me. But I actually went to go watch Thoroughbreds today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
That is freaking awesome. I don't know. Did I tell you that I watched it yesterday?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I watched it. That's what I was going to tell you. And that's cool because we had something to talk about. But I was going to tell you too, like, for me, like, I always have those days on my last day off. Because, I have 2 days off in a row. So I have, like, a little weekend or whatever. So, like, on my last day, I'm like, damn, like, I want to do everything. Like, I want to get a haircut, I want to do, like, the laundry, I want to go watch 10 movies, I want to sit down and finally start a Netflix series, you know, like, and for some reason, I don't do that, like, on my first day off, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I get you. But yeah, Thoroughbreds, did you like it?
I did like it, actually, and it's crazy because I wasn't anticipating to like it, because I actually... When I saw the trailer, it didn't really grab my attention, but my friend was the one that wanted to really go watch it. So I was like, okay, whatever, like, I'll go see it. But I actually ended up enjoying it a lot more than I thought I was. Did you like it?
You know what? I just couldn't get into it, to be honest.
Really?
Nah, I'm just kidding. No. The trailer, for some reason, just something about it, like, grabbed me. I was like, okay, like, you know what? I'm in. And for me... Anna Taylor-Joy, I've been a big fan of her. I think the first thing I saw her in was The Witch. And then obviously, damn, what was she in recently?
She was in Split.
Oh yeah, she was in Split, obviously, yeah. And so I was like, all right, cool. Like, she's really pretty for me. So I was like, I want to see this film. And I think her name is Olivia Cook.
Mm-hmm.
Was the other
actress?
She was there. Everything. I think the performances were solid.
Oh
all
yeah.
around, even through the dad, um, which I'm looking here. His name is like Paul Sparks. I thought he was pretty good too.
I've never seen him in anything, or he looked familiar, but I think he's never had like has he had like a lead role? I don't know. I'm not sure. He looked familiar.
Yeah, he did look familiar too. Now that I've seen his filmography, he was in Midnight Special and The Greatest Showman, which I didn't
Oh,
see,
okay.
and he's been in Mud. I think maybe he's just been like one of those character actors like in the back or something.
Right, but he does look familiar, so I'm sure he's had like other roles. But
Yes, yeah, same here. I was like, I've seen this. Like, I just thought, oh, okay, it's this guy.
how was it for you to? How was it for you to see Anton Yelchin?
That's what I was gonna mention right now. Like Anton Yelchin, like man, it was, and then I love the fact that they said like in memory of him.
Yeah.
Or I think they say dedicated to him or one of those two. After the film, yeah, it just made me a little bit more sad because he's such a great actor. Like in this one, he did a pretty good job, I think, in my opinion. And he was like not even. Let me see. When he died, he was 27. Like that sucks. Like.
Oh
He had
yeah.
such a great future ahead of him. Like he was so great in Green Room, and even in the Star Trek movies.
And
really
he
liked
was
him
in Terminator too, right?
Yeah, he was in one of them. Damn, I don't know which one. I think
It was like
Genesis
the
or
late
something.
one of the latest ones, I think.
Yeah, I think he was in Genesis. I can't. Yeah, no, actually, Salvation.
Oh, okay.
Terminator Salvation with Christian Bale. But yeah, as for the movie, I don't really want to get too much into it because I am planning a review. Like I already have like some thoughts and a little sketch in the beginning that I want to do. And it's kind of not involving the movie, but still, I don't know. I'm so glad you watched it.
Yeah, it was really, like I said, I enjoyed it, so I highly recommend you go out there and watch it for sure.
Yeah, if you guys are on the fence about it, I say it's one of the, so far from what I've seen, it's probably one of the better films that I've seen this year, along with Black Panther and Annihilation.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to the movies a lot, so.
Me neither, which is horrible.
But that was actually the question I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you, because I remember we were talking about this before the podcast. Like, hey, I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions. I was like, hey, like I was gonna say, what's the last movie you've seen, and like, kind of
Oh,
get into it
okay.
like that. But that's cool.
Yeah, that's been like the last movie that I went to go see, and I'm looking forward to Love, Simon, so I want to go watch that.
Yeah, me too. I think I told you that I had like 5 opportunities to see that movie like already, and like I just missed it. And like the latest one too, like I was so confident that I was gonna make it because it was literally right here in the MC30 in Ontario Mills. So it was like down the street of my house, like I was like, cool, I'm gonna see it, but I got home too late, and like those advanced screenings, you gotta be there early, if not you're gonna get like shitty seats. But yeah, I think we should get into this because I think it's gonna be a long discussion between us. So the most anticipated movies, I feel like we should get this out of the way. I mean, for me, like the movies I anticipate more, obviously, is the ones that we've seen trailers for that have hype, and obviously, there's a big difference between like the blockbusters, and and then there's like the other films, like indie films and stuff like that. And I've always said this, like the ones that you get more excited for are like the big blockbusters, because like for example, obviously, we're gonna be talking about like Marvel films and stuff like that. Like there's a whole lead up to these films and stuff like that. But the thing I tried doing with my list is splitting it. So like there's gonna be 5 like kind of big Hollywood films, and 5 other ones that I'm really excited for because like the director or the cast or the premise.
So you're gonna just kind of just so you can have a little bit of diversity in your list.
Yeah, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of other films that I didn't get to put on the list. Because I wanted to, like, keep it even and kind of have a nice mixture. And to be honest, I mean, I don't know. The ones I'm going to say in my honorable mentions, they're kind of like, I'm excited for them, but,
You're like,
I'm just like, whatever,
yeah.
But I don't know if you want to start. If you have any honorable mentions or...
Well, to be honest, like I was telling you before, I had kind of like a hard time coming up with this list just because, like you said, I didn't want to just say all the ones that everyone already knows, like we're excited for, basically, like all the big name ones. And I was having a really hard time. Like I just couldn't find anything that I was like super, super excited for. So the ones that I do have are the ones that I've seen in trailers for, and I'm just... or I know about already, and that I'm just really, really excited.
Yeah.
But, yeah, well, I don't know which one to start with.
If you want, I can start with my honorable mentions.
Okay, go ahead, because you have
discuss some of them. So really quickly, I just want to say that these films, they weren't even on my honorable mentions, but I know that they're going to get talked a lot about. And then, obviously, we're doing this in March. Damn, it's already March. So like Annihilation would have been on my list. Black Panther obviously would have been on my list. But the films that weren't even in my honorable mentions, I mean, I'm not really excited for like Ready Player One.
Oh yeah.
Han Solo, to be honest. Like I talked to this about with Mo. Like I would have just been fine with episode 7, 8, and 9. That's it. Like I don't need these extra movies.
Yeah.
But like I've said that yeah, I'm gonna go see it. And I think it's a little bit more harder for me to kind of try to avoid it, like even if I want to, because the channel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully it's not a bad film. Jurassic World is not on there. Fallen Kingdom, I wasn't a big fan of Jurassic World. I mean, it was fun, but nothing compares to the first one. That Spider-Man movie, I'm not sure if you've seen the trailer for it. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's like this animated one by Sony.
No, I haven't.
It looks cool, but it's just, I mean. I don't know. I just feel like we just had a Spider-Man movie,
Right.
And Sicario 2, I still have not seen the first one.
You haven't seen the first one?
No. And I have it right. I have it right here.
Pop it in right now. Sorry, guys, the podcast is canceled. John has to go watch this. Oh my god.
Denis Villeneuve, and like he's one of my favorite more recent directors. He's not doing the second one, but I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the first one, so I would have feel bad if I put it even in my honorable mentions. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. But Mary Poppins is not on there. The Bumblebee movie, like why?
The Grinch.
The Grinch is not on there. Because I mean, I'm fine with the. Was it the cartoon one? Like, was that a movie or like a little like a special, like a holiday special?
Well, it's a full movie, like a full little like. Full-length film. I'm not sure if when it was aired as a holiday special. I'm not too sure, but I know it's a movie. It's not like a series or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Anyways, I mean, I grew up watching that, and obviously Jim Carrey's one in I think 2000 or 2001. So I mean, I'm fine with that. And then Fantastic Beasts. I mean, I love Harry Potter, but I haven't seen the more recent one, the first Fantastic Beasts. So I can't say that.
How? I can't.
And also Alita Battle Angel or something like that.
Right.
Not sure. And then there's this Adam McKay film that he's doing with about Dick Cheney, starring Christian Bale. I don't know. I gotta see a trailer first.
Yeah.
But yeah, any of these movies, any of them stand out for you? Oh, also. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah.
That one. I mean, I love Queen and Rami Malek. I've been a fan of him more recently. But I'm excited, but I don't know. I have to see a trailer first. So it could get going for me.
Yeah, I have to see more from that. If it was gonna be on my list, I wanted to at least see like. Something. I mean, I don't think they've even showed pictures of him? I think they have.
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, there's one image of him, like he's in a concert. He looks like Freddie.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still would want Sacha Baron Cohen I felt like I think there was, I don't know.
Like he was perfect.
Yeah, he was perfect, like it felt like his body would have gone along with Mercury's, but I don't know.
Right. Well, for me, I was thinking about putting Sicario, but like I said, I thought about it and I was like, no, because I'm perfectly fine with just the first one. Like, I feel like it was great on its own. It didn't need a second.
Is it based on a book? Is that why it's getting a second one?
I don't know if it's based on a book. I'm not too sure about that, honestly. But like I said, I would have been perfectly happy with it not getting, like a second movie. But, and then what else? Like you said, also The Grinch. I love the Jim Carrey original one too. And I'm perfectly just happy with it being on its own. So yeah, none of those movies were really like, I wouldn't say I would put them on my list. So
yeah, like Jurassic World. I really like the first two. The third one, I'm kind of like whatever about it.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And then even the more recent one, Chris Pratt. Like I said, it was fun, and to me, like it was. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. Like for me, they just turned it into like MCU type of film where, like, don't get me wrong, I love the MCU and stuff like that, but it's just, just pure for entertainment and fun,
I feel like they're just gonna milk it now, and I hate when they do that. We've had this discussion many times before, and we even have a video. We have a video on it too, so go check that out if you haven't watched it. But we have a video talking about that. So
sequels, remakes, and reboots.
Right. So for me, I feel like those movies, I think they're perfectly fine. Like, with just the first one, and we're good. Like, you don't need to milk it. So that's why I'm not excited for them either, to be honest.
Yeah, same here. But going on to my honorable mentions, I'm telling you, like, there's a long list. I thought the movie was called Cock Blockers, but it's just called Blockers.
Yeah, it's called Blockers, right? Yeah.
That one, the trailer, I first seen like the rated R one, and man, that trailer just had me laughing, like dying. Like, I'm really excited for it, but obviously there's some more films that I'm more excited for. There's a movie called Tully by Jason Reitman. His next film with I was gonna say Christina Hendricks, Charlize Theron. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that one, I mean, I like Jason Reitman, so. And then Heredity? Is that how you say it? Yeah.
Oh, that's on your honorable mentions?
Yeah, because I'm kind of trying to stay away. This is kind of ironic and kind of like, I don't know. There's a word for this, but I'm trying to stay away from trailers. So it's like kind of okay. Well, so I've seen like just a few seconds of it, and it looks pretty insane. But I don't know. Like I don't know.
Surprise, surprise! It's actually on my list.
For some reason, I was like, you know what? Because I think you mentioned it to me before.
Yeah, I sent it to you, and you were like, "No, I don't want to look at the trailer."
But you can talk about it. Feel free to talk about it now. Since it was my honorable mentions, you can just
take it from there. Yeah. Well, it's actually on my list. It's number 2. I am super excited.
Holy crap! Is your number 2?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's up there because I'm really excited for it just because, first of all, it's A24 and A24 has been killing it, as we all know. And second, I mean, the reviews that it's gotten have been, like, amazing. They're calling it, like, the next Exorcist, which, for me, that's pretty big shoes to fill because... No. That's pretty big shoes to fill. I
can't see the original one. Like, I seen it before and it, like...
It fucks you up?
Yeah, I get creeped out. Like I think I have it too. Yeah, I have it. And like I don't know, I'm probably never gonna see it.
Why? It's such a great movie.
It is. That's why. Like in it, like as a child, like
scared the shit out of you.
Turning her head and like I'm done. Like
well, the spider scene where she comes down the stairs. Fuck that shit. But anyways,
yeah, it's 100% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nice. Yeah, so they're comparing it to that, and there's like, so for me that was automatic, like, okay, I want to see this because like I said, those are big shoes to fill. So you're throwing out that it's like that, so I'm all in, like count me in. And it's like a horror film, and it kind of gave me like the feel also of Killing of a Sacred Deer. I don't know if you watched that one. Did you end up watching that?
No, but I actually rented it from iTunes like 2 days ago. So I need to watch it before it's expired, because it was like 99 cents. So I was like, all right, come on, like I gotta
Right.
rent it and get it off my watch list.
Right. Well, for me, A24 has that, like, they do that where the trailers look completely different than what the actual movie's about. Because I
Yeah.
remember for The Killing of a Sacred Deer, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this movie even about? I didn't get it at all, but then I watched it and I was like, oh, I see. So I feel like this one is going to be like that.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited for it. That's definitely, like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, yes, that's on my list. For sure.
Yeah. She said definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize it was so high up your list. But yeah, moving on with the honorable mentions for me. There's a film called Tag. I know I was talking to you a little bit about it. It's just basically the movie's about a group of ex-classmates. They meet up and organize like a game of tag, like across the country. It sounds like Rat Race, but let me see. It's starring like Ed Helms, Jeremy Renner, Jake Johnson, Annabelle Walls, John Hamm, Isla Fisher, Rashida Jones. There has like a lot of great people. I don't know. It just sounds like one of those fun, type of movies, but it could also be like really bad.
Yeah, it could go south like real quick.
Yeah, real quick. I don't know. I just had to mention it. And then the Happy Time Murders. I don't know if you remember that. We were like talking about it.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it was, yeah, with Melissa McCarty. Like, she's like, it's kind of like puppets, but it's like involving like these murders and stuff like that. And like, but it's I don't know. It sounds really interesting because it's like puppets, like
Yeah.
like what the heck, like. So it sounds pretty
Interesting.
pretty interesting, yeah. And I think Elizabeth Banks is in that. Also Maya Rudolph and I think Joe McHale. So it has a pretty good cast. And then I think it's directed by Brian Hansen, and he's done all the Muppet movies and stuff like that,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's like credited like for, creating all that stuff. So if he's behind that, then obviously sounds pretty exciting,
So it's on your honorable mentions.
Yeah, honorable
okay.
mentions. And then The Nun from the whole Conjuring series. I mean, I was a big fan. I'm a big fan of the first two. I haven't been the biggest fan of Annabelle, but The Nun creeped me out, and also The Crooked Man. I don't think that one's coming out this year, but The Nun's something that creeped me out.
Yeah,
So I
for
kinda
sure.
I want to see that. I'm a big fan of horror when it's done
Right.
right, And then there's a film called Serenity. It's directed by Stephen Knight, with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway. Just I think Stephen Knight was what did he do that I was a fan of? He did Locke. I don't know if that's an A24 film with Tom Hardy. I don't know if you've seen it. No, it's like literally just Tom Hardy in a car, like throughout the whole movie.
Oh, yeah, you told me about it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he did that. So I was a big fan of that. So now he's going to be working with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway. I know Anne is like one of your favorite actresses.
Fuck no.
So and I think Diane Lane is in there, Jason Clarke, and yeah, it just sounds like a pretty cool film. Stephen Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna start rapid firing these to get to my actual list. So we have X-Men: Dark Phoenix. Like, I mean, it's just again, like I'm a real big fan of X-Men: First Class and Days of Future Past, but the last few movies, and also Halloween. I don't know if that's gonna be on your list. The new Halloween film.
It's not on my list.
She said no. I don't know. I'm excited for it. It's obviously starring what's her name? I don't say Jennifer Jason Lee. Jamie Lee Curtis, and Jason Blum's producing it, and then I think Danny McBride is writing it. And I don't know. I'm excited because she's coming back. So hopefully, she saw something in this.
Right.
And hopefully it's good. Hopefully, I mean, did you like the Rob Zombie ones?
No.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully it's better than those,
No. Yeah, no.
Hopefully they do justice.
I'm just a fan of the original ones. Even it was funny because the other day I was looking for it to watch it on the Fire Stick, and it started playing or whatever, and I was like busy doing other stuff, and then all of a sudden like it starts, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? This looks different, and it was the new one. Like I think it came out in 2000 and. There was one that came out recent, no? Like 2000 and I want to say like 5 or something or other. They like remade it. Yeah, they like remade it.
Yeah, the one with Rob
That's
Zombie.
the one?
Yeah. Because he had two. He had that one that he first made, and then more recent one. I think it was like in 2011 probably or 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like a sequel.
Well, I didn't watch the first one. I watched that one, the 2011 one. So when I saw when it started playing it, I was like, wait, this isn't the one that I want. And I was like, this is horrible. I actually watched it because I was like, I wanted to see, you know, but I really disliked it. So yeah, no.
I thought you were gonna say like you put it on like for background noise, and like I did that with The Social Network. I was trying to edit a video. I was like, okay, you know, I'll put it on as background noise, and like, nope, that video, I just had to stop, and I just watched the movie, and it sucked because I really wanted to put out that video, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope.
Because that's like one of your all-time favorite movies.
Yeah, exactly. And more recently, I tried to do that with Fight Club. Like I was like, you know, I can't put on these kind of movies.
They're distracting. You have to put
noise.
Something like just like that's like you know.
Yeah, like a Dumb and Dumber or something. Like I love that movie, but just put it on for laughs.
Right.
In the background. But yeah, the next film on my list is called Overlord. It's the next Cloverfield movie. Mm-hmm. It's set to release in October 26, 2018. So hopefully does get a theater release. I'm still a big fan of the series. You know, the Cloverfield Paradox is, I don't know, have you seen it?
The Paradox one, no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I wasn't a big fan of it. But
you have
I do
a video
love
on
the
it,
other
right?
ones. Yeah, I had a review for that, and yeah, it's on Netflix. So if you want, I mean, if you like the first two, I say check it out, but don't have your hopes high. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that one's on my honorable mentions. Ocean's 8, the new Ocean's movie with I don't know, I really like those movies. Predators on there, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Pacific Rim, Mowgli. I don't know if you knew there was another Jungle Book movie in the works. Was Andy Serkis.
I didn't know it was coming out that soon.
Yeah, no, well, it was supposed to come out I think the same year as the Jungle Book one, but they're like, nah, like we're gonna wait.
Oh wow!
Like 2 Jungle Book movies, you know, it was gonna really hurt both of them, I think, you know.
Right.
So they pushed it back to this year. But yeah, Andy Serkis, I love him as an actor, so I'm excited to see what he does, be in the director's chair. In Aquaman didn't make it on my list.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it's not because like I'm a big fan of the DCEU. Like I know a lot of people shit on it. And I know it's not perfect. To be honest, at the end of the day, I do prefer the MCU, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody says. Like Man of Steel is in my top 10 of favorite superhero movies of all time. So
wow.
And yeah, so that's my honorable mentions.
That's crazy. I honestly thought, I'm surprised. I honestly thought Pacific Rim was gonna be on your list.
No, I mean, I really liked it. I love Del Toro's mind when it comes like to these monsters and like this whole like world he created. I really like the first one, but I don't know, this second one, like I am excited for it, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just something about it doesn't really get me as hyped, you know?
As the first one.
Yeah, as the first one. The first one I was pretty excited because like Idris Elba and then obviously Guillermo del Toro. But I mean, John Boyega, I mean, let's see what he can do as a lead, you know?
Yeah. For sure. So shall we get started with the list? Because it's a pretty lengthy list.
Yeah, you can start off with your number 5.
My number 5 is actually, I think it's coming out this month. It's Flower.
Oh my god, yeah. With that girl from
Zoe. Is it Zoe? I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Dutch?
Yeah, something like that.
Douche? I'm just kidding.
Hater.
Yeah, I'm excited for that movie. Like I said, I'm not sure is it coming out. I think it's coming out.
It's coming
next
out
week.
this month.
Yeah, at some point this month, but I'm not too sure when. But yeah, I'm excited for that movie. I haven't seen too much about it, but from the cover and the actress, I was like for it. So I'm excited.
She reminds me a lot of Haley Lou Richardson.
Really?
Yeah, she was in Edge of 17,
Mm-hmm.
and she was also in Columbus.
You love her.
I don't know. No, I know. How do you know?
Cause you told me.
Oh, I know. She's just, I don't know. I think she's like really pretty.
Aw, you're
Like,
like
really,
you're
really
really pretty.
Like, I don't know. I feel like saying, "Oh, you're beautiful" is like kind of like cliche and like kind of lame now. I don't know.
But no, what are you talking about? If
I
someone
don't
calls
know.
you pretty, it's like, oh, you're pretty. People never
Like,
get
wow,
tired
I'm a
of.
basic bitch. Like, is that what you're saying?
People don't get tired. Well, girls don't get tired of being called beautiful. So I think you'd be safe if you called her beautiful.
So you think I have a shot?
I think so. I think you should hit her up.
So, like Dumb and Dumber 2. Telling me there's a chance. Yeah, fucking love that movie.
No, yeah, I think there's a chance. So you might be her plus one in a
Dude,
future
no.
appearance.
She's gonna be my plus one when the real talk hits it big.
Watch out.
I'm just kidding.
You're gonna have all these actresses calling you up. You're gonna be like, sorry, I already told Emma Stone, yeah.
Yeah, oh man, that's a tough one. But anyways,
I see like a pattern. You like the like kind of like the like goofy nerdy girl, huh? Because all of them have that like look.
how dare you
It's not a bad thing.
reveal my secret to everybody?
We're getting deep here, people.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've noticed a pattern with you, and I think it's hilarious. But that's good.
Okay, well, moving on. I feel like I should rapid fire my first bottom 5.
Yeah, because I think it's gonna take a while for you to catch up to me.
In those bottom 5, or you know what? I'll do one apiece from the list. No,
Well,
you know what?
I have 6.
The first 5. What's up?
I have 6. So number 6 was Flower. So there we go.
Oh, okay. All right. But I don't know if any of these are going to be in your list. So if they are, stop me and then we'll discuss it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2.
No.
That's in my number 10. Did you like the first one?
I did. I loved the first one. But once again, I was perfectly fine with just having one.
You know what? Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot. I don't know. I would have been fine if okay, cool, this is just a sound.
It's pretty rare for me to want a second movie. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I think you're gonna agree with me on something
What?
later on down my list. But my number 8, I guess. So yeah, I'm sorry. My first bottom 5 are like those bigger Hollywood films, and then my first top 5 are like the more kind of low key, indie films. Or just smaller films. So my number 8 is Creed 2. Is that on your list?
It's not.
Did you like the first one?
I love the first one, but once again,
First
I
one
didn't
was
need a
amazing.
second.
I was gonna say Ryan Coogler. Oh yeah, Ryan Coogler. I thought he did a fantastic job bringing back the series. 'Cause I'm a big fan of the first 3 Rocky films.
I'm a fan of the
I kind of-
first 3.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say the 4th one because is that the one where that's not Ice-T was 3, right?
Wasn't that
Ice-T.
the
What the hell am I thinking about?
Ice-T? I didn't know Ice-T was
What's his
the...
name? He was an A-Team.
Yeah, Mr. T.
Mr. T. That was the
Ice-T.
4th one or the 3rd one?
I think that was the... Oh, yeah, that was the 3rd one. Which one's the one where he fights the Russian guy?
I think that's 4. I want to say that's 4.
Okay,
Because
because that's
the
my, like,
second
least
one-
favorite.
The second one, he fights Apollo again, right?
Uh-huh.
And he wins this time. Spoiler alert.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Okay, so yeah, the second one's that one. Third one's Mr. T. And I think is that the one where he fights Hulk Hogan at first too or something? Like at first, like little...
Like, he
I don't
makes, like, a... like a... What do you call it? Like a
like a
cameo?
celebrity match or something. I don't know. I don't know. Point being is like I really love the Creed. I mean, I almost cried at one point. I think you can see, know which one involving Mr.
Yeah.
Stallone. But yeah, that's my number 8. And then my number 7 is Deadpool 2.
Really? What number is Deadpool 2?
A 7.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
He's on my list. Good old Deadpool. He's number 5.
Number 5. Okay, cool. So we can talk about it since it's gonna be your next one, and it's my current one. I fucking loved the first one.
Oh,
the
hell
first
yeah.
One, like, I mean, I think ever since, I don't know if you ever seen, I think you have, like, that first leaked video of, like, the opening scene.
Oh, yeah.
Like, everybody was like, fuck, like, this can really work. So I think they accidentally leaked it, like, quote unquote.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. Ever since that, I was a big fan. And then Ryan Reynolds, like, I've always been a big fan of him.
He kills it. Like, he's meant to play Deadpool.
Yeah, he redeemed himself for being Green Lantern, so, like, tenfold. Like who? Like, he was Green Lantern? Really? But it's just, like, one of these superhero films that, like, it kind of just breaks the mold, obviously, because it's Deadpool and he breaks the fourth wall and stuff like that. But it's just, like, you can actually believe the romance in this one,
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can actually feel, like, okay, like, he's going through all this for her, and, like, you can understand that,
Right.
And that's why, like, usually, like, in fucking Thor, like, that's not believable at all. And then that's another actress you don't like, Natalie Portman. So it's very rare that they get that right. And I don't know. I just really loved it. I cannot wait for the second one. I mean, the trailer with him as Bob Ross.
Oh my god, I was dying. I was fucking dying.
God.
I know.
And then I seen the second trailer too. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No, I've tried to keep it a bare minimum. I've only seen the Bob Ross one.
Yeah, I seen that one, and then unfortunately I was in the theaters and the second trailer hit. But man, that one just I don't know. It just I'm excited for it. Can't wait.
Yeah, me too. Definitely, for sure. That's on my list.
And then so number what the heck? Okay, so that was 10, 9, 8. Actually, Deadpool was 8 because number 7 is Incredibles 2. So yeah, I don't know if that's on your list.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I thought you were gonna agree with me. Like, this is a film that it needed a sequel.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I'm excited for it, but I'm not like, oh my god.
Over the moon.
Yeah, like, I have to watch it. Like, it's like, it's coming out, cool, I'll watch it.
Okay, well, is this movie... Well, no, because that's tricky. Pixar just has so many great movies. But for me, it's probably in my top 5 favorite Pixar movies.
Yeah, for sure. It's a great movie. I love The Incredibles. Yeah. Because I think we've gone over this. I'm not a fan of Cars.
Yeah, me either. I've seen the first one. And I think a little bit of the second one.
I can't get through it. I've tried so many times, and I just cannot bring myself to finishing it. And people are like, what? Like, people swear by it, and I just can't. But The Incredibles is great. So I'm excited for it. Like I said, I'm really excited to go see it, but I'm just not like, oh my God. Like, I'm dying.
Yeah. But I think for my next one, we can both agree.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're both, at least I am. And that's Avengers Infinity War, obviously.
Hell yeah, that's actually my next one.
Really? All right. Well, I think we can both agree. Like, obviously, I don't care what anybody says. Like, this film has been, they've been building up to these two films, this one and whatever the sequel is going to be. Whatever Disney and Marvel are trying to tell us, we both know it's going to be part of the same. Like, it's part 1 and part 2, basically.
Mm-hmm.
For like 10 years. So I remember going to the theater, and this is why I'm doing the whole Road to Infinity War. Because, I don't know, this is something special for me,
Yeah.
And, like, I know it's a superhero film and stuff like that, but I don't care. It's something I love, and I can't, I'm like, I just want to see that, and then I can die. I don't care.
Just
like, I don't
let
even
me
see
live enough
9.
to see that, please, God. No, I completely agree. For me, Avengers, it's just, man, like, when I saw the trailer, like, I literally, like, I remember I texted you, I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, I was so excited for it. And, like you said, it's just, I think the build up to it has been insane. So now that we're finally gonna get it, like, I don't even know how it's gonna work, but I know it's gonna work. Like, it better fucking work. You know what I mean? Cause
do you realize that that movie comes out next month?
That's insane. It's insane. And I'm actually really sad that I'm not over there to watch it, because I don't think I have anyone here that is as excited as anyone that I know over there is. Because I mean, I know you're excited for it. So that would have been super cool, you know, to watch it with you because I know you're excited too. So I'm kind of bummed out about that, but oh well, I'm going to have to go watch it here with, you know, someone that's not that stoked for it.
Well, you know what? I'll drive down there and watch it with you, but you gotta pay for my gas.
12-hour drive. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll send you on the bus.
No, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. We can talk about hours. How we're excited for Avengers: Infinity War. Mm-hmm. But that was your number 5 then, or your number 4?
Number 4. Mm-hmm.
Number 4. So what is your number 3?
My number 3 is actually A Quiet Place with God damn it. Why is that your next one?
Yeah, that's my next one.
With Emily Blunt and
Emily Blunt, the perfect couple. Emily Blunt and John Krasinski.
Yes, the perfect couple. And the actress, the kid, she's making a big splash right now. I forgot her name, something Brown, I believe. I'm not too sure, but she's a deaf actress and she's been doing pretty good, and I've heard great things about her. I'm super excited for this film just because it's interesting because first of all, it's supposed to be just all quiet, right? Because it's about a deaf family. So I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna pull that off. How are they gonna keep the audience interested? How are they gonna build up the horror factor and the shock factor? Because I mean, in horror movies, sound is everything. Like people screaming, or you know, like someone coming up behind someone, or you know, like guns going off, whatever, you know. So I'm just like kind of, I'm curious, like what I know they in the synopsis it says an evil entity, so I'm assuming it has to do with something more supernatural. It's not like an actual person coming in to kill them or terrorize them.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know if the family's deaf. I think it's just the fact that like if they make a noise, like they'll die.
No, the whole family's deaf because they're using sign language at the dinner table.
No, I know, but that's because they can't talk, so that's how they communicate, like sign language, because they don't make noise.
So you're saying
like,
that
like because if they have a normal conversation like we're having right now, the people or whatever the monsters will find them and kill them.
Oh, so you're saying that it's like they already know that something bad is out there?
Yeah, like something happened. That's why they can't make any noise. Like when they roll the dice, they gotta roll it on the carpet. You know, like that's why
I
they're
see
trying
what you
so
mean.
hard not to make any. Yeah, like hence the title too.
Okay, I thought they
Quiet
were
Place.
deaf because, like I said, they show like the little girl with the hearing aid. So I was like, oh, okay. But I didn't know if the whole family was deaf or maybe the little girl is just deaf. Or like you said, now I'm kind of like, oh, that makes sense now. So you see, like now I have no idea. So now I'm even more interested. But I don't know if, well, people probably don't know, but that's actually what I do for a living. I'm a sign language interpreter. So every time I get to see sign language...
Are you really?
Shut up, John. So every time I get to see the use of sign language in a movie, I get excited, but I also get like a little bit like peeved because they don't use deaf actresses, but that's, you know, that's a whole nother issue. But I'm excited that they did use the little deaf girl for sure. Like she is... fully deaf, and I thought that was really cool. So I'm definitely excited for that. Super excited.
I think her name is Millicent.
Millie Brown, no, or something like that.
No, Millicent Simmons or something like that.
I don't know. She has a weird name.
Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm super excited. I wish this is one of those movies I wish I didn't see the trailer for, because like you can kind of already know like what's going on, but like so I would love to go in like blind, kind of like
So you really did think
it?
So you really did think it gave a lot away?
No, I just would have loved to see, like, I don't know, I would love to go into this movie blind, like, you know, just maybe hear good things from people and like the synopsis or something. It doesn't give too much away, but it's just, I don't know, it would have been cool to just like, now that I saw the first trailer, I don't know, it would have been cool to like not see anything. I don't know, that's kind of weird.
No, I get where you're coming from.
But I think this is also the directorial debut of John Krasinski as well.
Right. He's he's threatening it. He's directing
no, you know
it.
what? He's done other stuff before.
Really?
I think he directed the film with oh no, that was George Clooney. Okay, never mind. Leatherhead.
So this is his
Director, yeah, I think so. Let me see. It doesn't say, but yeah, I'm super excited for this film. And then when I went to go see Thoroughbreds, they played a new trailer for it, but I was just on my phone. I was just
Really? You just completely ignored it?
Yeah, I just completely ignored it. Like I saw one scene, I'm like, oh shit, and I was like, fuck, like I don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah.
But that's one of my yeah, I'm really.
Is that on your list?
Forward to it. Yeah, that was my next one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but my next one is Isle of Dogs, the Wes Anderson film.
Really?
Yeah. Is that on your list?
No.
Do you like Wes Anderson or?
I do like Wes Anderson, and that's the thing. Like, I love Moonrise Kingdom. I love Budapest. You know, I am a fan of him, but for some reason, when I saw this trailer, I was just like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, that was like my initial reaction. I was just like, maybe I'm not getting it.
In a bad way?
Yeah, like I was just kind of like,
wow.
What is this? Like, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. Like, I don't know. It didn't interest me. I don't know if maybe
okay,
I wasn't...
so thank you for tuning in for this episode of the Real Talk Podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I love Wes, but, you know, I just, for some reason, I just could not get into this one.
Yeah.
Maybe, I mean, I will go watch it because I just want to go watch it because I know it's Wes Anderson and I'm interested in what this is. But it's like kind of like for me, I was just kind of like, what the heck? But I'm kind of curious to see why you're so excited about it.
Just because it's Wes. No, I'm just kidding.
The power of a name. Like, it could be utter shit, but you're still going to go see it just because it's Wes.
Yeah, I know. I recently saw, I'm probably saying this wrong, but the Darjeeling Limited?
Uh-huh.
He is obviously it's a Wes Anderson film, but damn, I forgot where I was going for that. But I mentioned in that review that he's one of those directors, at least for me now, like a Christopher Nolan or Martin Scorsese or like Quentin Tarantino. Like when they have a movie coming out, you're like hyped about it because it's them,
right?
You know. So I feel like Wes is one of those. I've seen Budapest. I've seen Moonrise Kingdom.
Have you seen Fantastic Mr. Fox?
No, I haven't seen that one. And I've seen...
The one with Bill Murray, The Life Aquatic?
No. I think that's the only three I've seen, actually.
Mm-hmm.
His more recent ones and then the Darjeeling Limited. But for some reason, this one, it's just something about it, you know, like, I know it's obviously, like, I feel like it's going to be one of those movies that has, like, a lot to say, because in the trailer it says like, you know, there's an overpopulation of dogs, so that's why they're sending them to that island.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of I don't want to say an epidemic or whatever of like overpopulation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's slowly starting to become a problem. But actually, I don't really know if it's like a bigger, you know, but I know it's a problem.
Right.
Especially like, you know, like in China and stuff like that. So it's really interesting for me, and like just the way it's animated, you know, it looks really cool. There's obviously the voice actors behind it. Obviously there's some, you know, Wes regulars like Bill Murray and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jason Schwartzman actually wrote some of it as well with Wes, and I think another writer.
Well, it's actually funny that you say that about how you have directors that you'll just watch whatever they put out because it's them. For my last movie, it's like that. But go ahead, because what number are you on?
Oh, you know what?
What number are you on?
I think we that was my number 4.
Okay, so if you want, just spit out like another one.
Number 3 is a combination of Joaquin Phoenix's movies, which is Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot, and then You Were Never Really Here.
That one I was going to put on my list.
Oh, which one?
You Were Never Really Here.
I think that one already premiered like last year or something, but we're getting it like in April.
Right.
Because it has nothing but great things said about it. And then Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot. It's Gus Van Sant's next movie. And obviously he did one of the films that I barely saw last year that we reviewed, Good Will Hunting. And you know, obviously he's done some other stuff as well. So I'm really excited. I think I was going to say Juan. Joaquin Phoenix is going to have a little resurgence. And I really love him as an actor. I think the first thing I might have seen him was Gladiator and Signs. You know, but yeah, I'm super excited for those two. And then really quickly, how many do you have left?
Just one.
Okay, real quickly, we'll get my number 2 out of the way. And it's called Under the Silver Lake. And it's directed by David Robert Mitchell and stars Andrew Garfield, Riley Keough, Topher Grace. And David Robert Mitchell, he actually did It Follows.
Right.
So, and then he's done 2 other films before too, but I really loved It Follows. So, and then the synopsis for this too, it sounds pretty cool. It's I believe Andrew Garfield plays a detective who, I guess he falls in love with his neighbor or something, but she goes missing. And then like Topher Grace is in there too, so it's going to be cool to see him. And I don't know, I'm really excited because I love Andrew Garfield. I feel like he's underrated. He should have won for The Social Network. I don't even think he was nominated.
No. Wait, was he nominated?
I think he might have. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if he was nominated.
But yeah, I remember you were always going on about that he was robbed.
He was robbed. I'm telling you. Yeah, I really love. I mean, and I loved. What was it called? Hacksaw Ridge. So like on anything that this guy does, yeah, he was only nominated for Best Actor for Hacksaw Ridge, so he should have been nominated for Social Network. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. So yeah, what is your number 1?
Dun, dun, dun. Drum roll,
I think
please.
we might have the same one.
You already you think you have the same one for your first one?
I think we might, because the whole director thing might have given it away.
Really? I'm gonna be surprised though if it's your number 1, because that's like your number 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, it's The House That Jack Built.
Okay, that's not my number 1.
Really?
The House That Jack Built sounds so
The
familiar.
House That Jack Built. Yeah, it's gonna be the new Lars von Trier movie.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah.
The House.
He's that director for me. The one, like, he's my Wes Anderson. Like, I'll watch whatever he puts out.
Do you know anything else about it? Like, who's it going to be in it?
No, I don't. I've been really, like, there's not a lot about it. Just that he started filming back in last year, I believe.
I think we talked about this before because the cast sounds familiar. It's Matt Dillon and Uma Thurman.
Oh, okay.
And Riley Keough again. She was in Steven Soderbergh's film, and I think she was in Madame Max Fury Road as well. But yeah, Lars von Trier. I didn't see this film on the.
Yeah, no, it's not on there, but I've been waiting for this film since last year, I remember. And I know that he said that it's set to come out this year, so. But he's kept it real hush-hush. And you look let down, you're like, damn it. You're like, what was number 1?
No, it's because, I don't know, well, we can get to my number 1. My number 1's called First Man.
Who's directing it?
Directed by Damien Chazelle.
Oh.
Starring Ryan Gosling. Obviously, I was a big fan of... actually produced by Ryan Gosling as well. But I was obviously a big fan of La La Land and Whiplash. Damn, I don't know which film I like better. But I'm a really big fan of him. So I'm super excited to see what he does with Ryan Gosling again. I'm sad that he didn't find a part for my girl Emma Stone in this one. But you know, you have Jason Clarke in there, you have Kyle Chandler, Corey Stoll, John Berthaw. You have just a really great cast, and it's obviously about Neil Armstrong. And I think it's based on the book too. It's called First Man: The Life of Neil A. Armstrong. So I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what he does next, because like I said, La La Land. I don't know if you knew this, but it's kind of like I blame it for kind of pushing me to start the real talk.
Yeah, I remember.
Because once I saw it, it kind of, I don't know, it's just like, hey, like,
Just do
if
it.
you want to do something, just do it, you know? So I was like, all right, cool, you know? So yeah, that's why it's on my
List.
first most anticipated. Yeah,
Yay.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah, no, it didn't. I mean, I'm excited for it too because I am a fan. I was a fan of La La Land too, and Damien, he's great. But I guess it just slipped by. I didn't see that on the list either, so maybe I just overlooked it.
Yeah, same here though. But yeah, I think that concludes
That
our
concludes
list.
our John's lengthy list.
I just went full berserk on this. But yeah, you know, like I said, I wanted to have the two of them separate, like kind of 5 and 5 from each, like okay, like blockbuster films and Hollywood films or whatever, and then also like more smaller films that sometimes I don't even know a lot of, like Under the Silver Lake. That's when I barely found out about, and like super stoked because, like, you know, Andrew Garfield and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Unfortunately, I have to run off. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let us know in the comment section down below what is your most, your 1 through 5, 1 through 10. What are your most anticipated films of 2018? I know, like I said, Black Panther and Annihilation would have been on my list, but you know, we've already seen those films, or those films have already been released. So yeah, Audrey, do you want to say any closing thoughts?
No, just basically the same thing. I would love to hear what everyone else is excited about. What stands out for you? Which one's your most excited to go watch? Let us know in the comments for sure.
It's just gonna be like, I remember my fake
The
list is
Avengers.
I mean, I don't blame them. Like, I know we like we said, we talked about it, so
Yeah.
and then maybe hopefully we brought attention to other films that a lot of people didn't know of, you know, and hopefully they can be more excited for those as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I recommend that everyone checks out the trailers for the movies that we mentioned, just so they can, if
definitely.
they haven't, of course, if they haven't, then yeah, you can totally go and check them out and see what you think, and let us know in the comments what you thought about that.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, this episode, I know for me it feels really fast. But I had a lot of fun putting this list together and talking to you, because I feel like, I don't know, like we just went full podcast and full just like no holds bars on this one. You know, it's just kind of just a conversation between the two of us,
Right.
which is something I really want to hopefully capture going on with these podcasts.
Right. Because I hope people know that this ain't rehearsed. This shit ain't rehearsed, people. It's live.
Well, Audrey, you just gave away the movie magic. No, I'm just kidding. No, I know, that's, I don't know, kind of, it's raw, unfiltered, we're cussing.
Yeah, sorry.
But yeah, hopefully we get to do more of these. Next week we might talk about new releases or something like that, or we might have another, you know, because me and Audrey used to do discussion videos, so this is one we did last year where we have a video, which actually I want to revisit as well to see what was on the list and stuff like that.
I'm gonna go do that right now. Watch.
And I'm pretty sure I do remember though that I had a big list there as well.
Yeah, and my list was tiny once again. My list was like 5 and yours was like 10, and then like 10 honorable mentions, I remember.
Yeah, I had a lot of films, but
Old habits die hard.
But no, like I said, hopefully we could get more episodes like this. And yeah, let us know in the comment section down below your lists, what you guys thought about this episode. And yeah, you guys can also find us on social media at The Real Talk with 2 Ks on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us there. And if you guys, want to chat with us, hopefully we can chat there as well. But yeah, Audrey, anything you want to say?
Nope. Hope everyone has a good one.
All right, guys. And as always, we'll see you at the movies. Later.
Bye.